In this video, we're going to be doing a full review of this Fitbit Charge 4. Up next. Hey guys, my name is Jeff, and on this channel I do all sorts of Fitbit videos as well as tech tutorial videos and more, so please be sure to hit that subscribe button if that's something that you're into. Today we're going to be taking a full look at the Charge 4 from Fitbit. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video on doing the unboxing and the full setup, you're going to want to check that out as well, because that's got a lot of useful information in it, and I will put links to that video down in the description below or at the end of this video. So one of the biggest changes between the Fitbit Charge 4 and previous versions like the Charge 3 is that the Charge 4 now has built-in GPS. And for me, that's great because that means that I can go for runs, I can do workouts, and I don't have to have my phone on me. That is probably the biggest change and the biggest update to this Charge 4. Now, up until this point, Fitbit's only other watch was the Ionic, and that was the only one that had built-in GPS. So aside from that, you always had to have your phone with you when you're using one of the Fitbit products. One of the nice things about the Charge devices, and this is the same with the Charge 3, is that it has a smaller footprint on your wrist. So Fitbit also has their Ionic, they have their Versa series, and those are going to be more considered smart watches, whereas the Charge is more of a fitness tracker. And so if you're looking for something that's not going to be as large on your wrist, the Charge 4 is definitely something that is more of interest if you're looking for more of just a fitness tracker. In all the videos on this channel, we hide Tinker. He's our little hidden robot. He's going to briefly pop up somewhere in this video. If you happen to spot him, let me know the timestamp in the video of when you saw him. Be the first person to leave the timestamp in the comments down below for your chance to get your name and your YouTube channel featured on our Tinker Forward Hall of Fame page. So since I've been wearing the Charge 4, I barely even noticed that it's on my wrist. It's so very lightweight. I know I've also done reviews on the Versa series, and the Versa feels like you're wearing a watch. This tracker is small enough where I barely even notice that it's there. The tracker itself does come with two different bands, so there is a smaller band and a larger band, and Fitbit makes it very easy to just use the button that's on the bottom of the watch to switch bands. In addition to the bands that it comes with, there's also a bunch of different customized bands that you can buy online, and there'll be a link down in the description below if you want to check out more of those. So in looking at the physical appearance of the tracker, it doesn't have any physical buttons on it. There is an area to the left side of it that you can push with your finger, and that's going to help you navigate through different menus on the fitness tracker. The screen itself is only a black and white screen. It does have a lot of pixel detail to it, and there are different faces that you can put on the tracker that are going to give you various information, very similar to other previous models of the fitness trackers from Fitbit. I do like that the screen does have all the detail. It shows up very well if I'm inside or if I'm outside on an overcast day. However, if it's very sunny outside, it is kind of hard to read the screen. For as bright as it is, it shows up very dim in direct sunlight. So when you get into the menus on the tracker itself, you can go through all the different exercises that it has, and then if you want to go for a run, if you want to go for a swim, the fitness tracker is waterproof, so you can take it swimming with you. And again, it's got that tracking ability with the built-in GPS, so you don't necessarily have to have your phone with you when you're going on those different exercises. Very similar to the other Fitbit products, this also has the contactless payment or the Fitbit wallet built into it. So you can enter in your credit card information, and then it's very convenient to not have to carry a credit card with me if I go someplace like Starbucks and I'm going to make a payment with my stored payment information in the tracker. I can just put it up to the payment reader, and then it's going to make payments for me, and that is very convenient, especially to have in a tracker and not just a smartwatch. So you can also get all sorts of notifications on the Charge 4. You can set it up so that it has alarms, it has timers, it has a stopwatch. You get all of those features, and again, you can customize all of those. So if you just want certain notifications, or if you want to put it into do not disturb mode so that you're not getting those notifications at night, those are other options that you can do as well. So let's talk about music on the Charge 4. So the Charge 4 gives you the ability to control Spotify. And I know that when you see that you've got the capability to run Spotify off of your fitness tracker, the first thing that people think of is, hey, can I put music, can I download music to the actual Charge 4? The answer, unfortunately, is you can't store music on the fitness tracker. The Charge 4 just acts as a remote to control Spotify, and you're also going to need a premium account to use Spotify with the Charge 4. So in some cases it's nice because the fitness tracker's got the built-in GPS, so that gives you the ability to leave your phone at home and then go for your exercise, your run, or whatever you're going to do. But if you want to use Spotify with it, you do need to have your phone with you, and you need to have that premium Spotify account. So in some ways, that's kind of a letdown. It would be nice if you did have the ability to store music on the fitness tracker itself, but the fitness tracker pretty much just acts as a remote for using Spotify. If you've got a premium Spotify account, or if you're interested in learning more about how to use Spotify on the Charge 4, I'm going to be doing another in-depth video coming out here shortly, and I'll be linking to that down in the description below as well as at the end of this video. So be sure to subscribe to check out that Spotify on the Charge 4 video coming out soon. So let's talk about the battery in this Charge 4. So the batteries in all of the Fitbit products have always been really great. They've had some of the longest lasting batteries than a lot of other trackers and watches out there on the market. And I would say that the Charge 4 ranks right up there with having a long standing battery. Fitbit claims you can get up to 7 days of battery life using the Charge 4. I will say that with the ability to turn on GPS, if you have GPS turned on for your runs or your workouts, that's going to eat through your battery a lot quicker than if you've got the GPS turned off. So for my usage of it, I've been using it now for about 3 days, turning the GPS on and off when I've been using it without my phone going for runs. And I've found that I'm probably getting closer to about a 3-day battery life out of normal usage. I suppose if I wasn't using the GPS at all and minimally using the watch, I could see getting 7 days use out of it. But still, even having several days of use before having to charge the battery is a great feature about this fitness tracker. Also, I'm talking about the screen itself. The responsiveness sometimes can be a little bit laggy when I'm trying to swipe across it with my finger. For the most part, it performs well, but especially if you've just gone for a run, your fingers are really sweaty. Sometimes it can be hard to swipe through the different menus on the Fitbit itself, and I've noticed that it's either lagging or it just won't be responsive. And I don't know if there's anything they could really do to improve that, but sometimes it can be frustrating if you just want to change a setting on the Fitbit and it's just not as responsive as you'd like it to be. So if you wear the Charge 4 to bed, Fitbit also tracks your sleep patterns, and then they sum up all that data, all that information that they track about your sleeping, and they put it into what they call a sleep score. And this sleep score is a snapshot of how well you slept. So if you get a sleep score of 74, that's pretty fair, and the higher sleep score number you get, the better night's sleep that you had the night before. So something else that Fitbit has introduced is what they call their active zone minutes. And when you do some sort of a workout such as a run, using the fitness tracker, it tracks what type of activity zones you are in as far as cardio or getting into your peak zones, and that's tracking how your heart rate is responding when you're doing those workouts. And then it gives you credit for when you are active so that you can meet your weekly active zone goals. And that's a really good feature to have if you are looking to meet your weekly health goals. They recommend getting 150 active zone minutes per week, and you can change goals depending on what your preference is inside the Fitbit app. So my overall thoughts on the Fitbit Charge 4. I do like the built-in GPS. So if you're looking at doing an upgrade from the Charge 3 and is it worth it to go to the Charge 4, for me that's probably the biggest upgrade factor, is having that ability to not have to take your phone with you and still have the GPS track all your information. That's really nice. I do wish that for Spotify you were able to download music to it. Don't quite have that ability yet. I don't know if I'm fully impressed with the control abilities of using Spotify on the fitness tracker. But as far as using it as a fitness tracker, it does have all the customization of the screen. It does have the small footprint on my wrist. I don't have to have a full-size smartwatch on my wrist. So if you're just looking for something that's going to track your steps and then do a little bit more, I think that this is a great smart fitness tracker to have. It has that long life battery that Fitbit is known for, and even if you have the GPS turned on, it does eat away at the battery a little bit faster. You can still get several workouts in before you do need to charge the fitness tracker. And I still think Fitbit has some of the longest battery life in their trackers versus a lot of other competing products out there from different brands. As always, you can do all sorts of customization, so I like the fact that you can choose all of the different clock faces for your fitness tracker, and that you can easily switch out the bands so that you can create that look and feel that you want for your Charge 4. I also think that the software running on the Fitbit tracker itself that you use on your phone or your computer, all the information that it gathers is amazing. I mean, it tells you all the information about your sleeping patterns. It gives you the GPS information from your runs, from your workouts. It also has those active zone minutes, and it gives you all of that information about your workouts. To me, I think these are all great features that make this a great fitness tracker. So I would highly recommend this fitness tracker. I think the Charge 4 is great. It's so lightweight, and since I've been using it, I've had a great experience. I've really enjoyed checking out all the different features of it, and I hope that you go out and pick it up as well. So I'm interested to know your thoughts, your comments on the Charge 4. Let me know down in the comments section below. If you have any questions, you can also leave those down there as well. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet to our channel, I have done an unboxing and a full setup video on the Charge 4, so you can check that out. And if you subscribe and hit that little notification bell, you'll get notified as I release weekly videos, including the using Spotify with the Charge 4 video that's going to be coming soon, and that'll also be linked down in the description below. My name is Jeff. This is Tinker Ford. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you guys in the next video.